Wins are hard to come by in a college football season, and they should be cherished and prized, particularly when you get win number 6 and become bowl eligible. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So NC State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. The play action fake. Rushes on him. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Great place to start for this offense. They're testing the right side here. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Navy now facing 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Motion from the wideout. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. Big fella moving. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, midshipman. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? You see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle. It's Graves. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
You know, you don't see a lot of hitch throws against third down, but if you're going to give the receiver access like that, the quarterback's going to take it. That was just way too easy.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He makes the catch. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Going for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And here comes the Navy offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Graves. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. There he goes.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The give on the inside. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 7 over Michigan State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Quickly complete.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Number 17, set to kick it off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And the returner will be brought down. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Reads it, fires complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Navy searching for a 4th down conversion. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Navy will have to punt it away. He's got it. Discards it with the stiff arm. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed over the middle, it's Graves. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it. Thrust that arm out. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. Big play for this offense, and they get it to the 32.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Defensively, the more speed you have on the field, the better. Not just to cover wide receivers, but when the QB does this and scrambles outside of the pocket, now you've got guys that have really good speed going to catch a quarterback, an athletic quarterback at that. Really nice job by the defense.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Shakes off the defender. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the big fella. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Past the first down marker and still running. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Might as well give it to him again. And they'll just play it safe with the run, right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Annapolis. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Navy will go back on the attack. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that
Breaks into the open. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Navy comes to the line facing second and short. Hard running there. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, NC State! And they turn it into a defensive score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Michigan State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Just keep slinging it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Man, just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field, make plays for you.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. After the whistle, it's 1st and 5 for this offense. Gets the back moving. Swings it out to his running back. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He's got the tight end. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Looking left. Got his man downfield.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Navy quick to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Oh, he got loose. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Looking for an open area to his left. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he had just enough leg to somehow will that thing over the crossbar and in the right corner. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. The roughing call gives this offense a first down, and we'll see if they can take advantage of the second chance. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It's good. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Out of the gun to give to the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down coming up. We reached the break. It's NC State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these patterns as he gets downfield.
The Wolfpack. First and 10 here. Wants to throw on first down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
He'll ride his man on the option. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read. And
he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Crosses midfield. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Navy! The defense putting points on the board.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. The offense has been really productive both ways, both scoring and giving up the ball, David.
Yeah, the boomer-bust offense is not good. Like, we have to take care of the football. It's a premium take on football. Every time you've taken care of it, Palmer, you've driven down the field and had successful drives.
I didn't have this on my bingo card, I'll be honest. Turning the ball over this much and still having the lead, but their defense and special teams have done their part. Offensively now, just do your job, and you're probably pulling away in this one.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
You got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th in California.
And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. And here comes the Navy offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Using the quick game. Crosses to 35. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
On the move to his left. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Handoff to the lone back. Makes it past the marker. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to find his man in the middle. And it won't make the connection going for the big play.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The pitch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Oh, the big fella running to glory. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not taking it the other way.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
That's the best run we've seen from this guy all night tonight. Doing a really nice job, and he's getting better as the game goes on right now. So if I'm on offense, as this game progresses, I'd keep giving him the football because he's wearing this